Do you want to know the secret to getting hired or the blind spot that may get you fired? Well, stick around because we are going to be talking about type 1s at work. The good news is I've done the research for you, so you don't have to. I have life-changing and career-advancing advice compiled from leading experts like Beatrice, Chestnut, and Susan Drumm. But make sure to watch till the end because I'm going to be sharing 3 things you need to know about a type 1 team leader or boss. If you want to feel seen, understood, and challenged to let go of the things that are keeping you stuck in your personal and professional life, then make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss more free content coming up next week, okay? Now, let's get to it. Type 1s have a remarkable talent for knowing exactly how we can improve. Their motto is, "It can always be better." Right? 1s don't take shortcuts, but do things right the first time. Right? They're typically the most responsible one in the office. If they say they'll do it, they'll do it. Right, 1s? Well, 1s are very disciplined. Like no one works harder than a 1. And they practice what they preach. That's one of the most amazing things about 1s is they do what they say. 1s care about ethics and integrity. Okay, their nickname is quality control. If they had a hashtag, it would be hashtag excellence because they do everything with excellence. It's hard for a 1 to stop working because they just feel so responsible for everything in the office. And the task list just always seems to be never ending. 1s get into trouble when they think that their way is the right way. This is one of the commonalities of all 1s is they want to be right or think that they know the right way. They can get stuck in dualistic or black and white thinking at times, leading them to challenge others and to stand up firmly for what they believe is right. 1s' standards are often a little too high for the average 1. They are idealists and they have a perfect vision for how the world should be. Keyword should. And oftentimes it's their goals and standards are so much higher than the rest of us, which causes so much frustration when the team isn't getting to those goals or aren't doing it perfectly. 1s can get stuck in trying to get it right or perfect. Right? Perfection can be like quicksand for them that just sucks them under, and they'll keep working and keep working and keep working until they get it perfect. But they have to remember that done is better than perfect. And the desire for perfection can actually slow the team down rather than make it excellent and effective. Okay, 1s love creating processes and structures. They are process-oriented leaders. And so they'll oftentimes in the workplace be pushing for processes and structures to be put in place so that things can be reproducible, so that systems can work without a hitch and things don't get missed and balls don't get dropped. Right? 1s think everyone should care about the details. People that don't care about the details oftentimes lead to stress for type 1s. And 1s, they want others to be held accountable for their mistakes or if balls get dropped. If you're quick to apologize to a 1, they are quick to forgive and show mercy. But if people are just doing whatever they want to do and bending the rules or doing things they shouldn't be doing, right? 1s want others to be held accountable for their actions so that the team can actually move forward and no more mischief happens, okay? And by the way, I want to say as we go along here, if any of these points describe you to a T, make sure to let me know in the comments, okay? All right, let's keep going. 1s can be critical when they are stressed or unhealthy. And that's why the tip that I share with 1s is you need to give yourself grace first. Right? If you can relax that self-judgment and that critical voice that seems to follow you around, then you can be patient, flexible, and gracious with others. Right? 1s need to make more allowances for mistakes in their life and more mistakes in the office place, knowing that mistakes are just going to happen. 1s can be opinionated, right? Remember when they think they're right? That's why ones need to watch out for who they should on. Okay, sorry, ones. I know that sounds very immature when I say that, but everyone else thinks it's funny. Okay, so you need to watch out who you should on, because you're going to say should a lot when you are frustrated. But to be fair, most ones easily see what's wrong or needs fixing. Okay, I mean, mistakes just jump out at you. And so in love, you would tell other people what they should do or how they should behave in order to help them. Right? It is an act of love for you to tell somebody your advice, but it's not always perceived that way, is it? Other people will perceive it as you being critical or being mad or angry with them. All right, it's hard being a one. For ones, others see you as good, honest, and well-mannered. Oftentimes, ones are the only adults in the room. They are the most well-behaved. Ones don't like it when rules are broken, like we mentioned before. They like rules to be kept. Rules are there for a reason. Rule keeps order and things in control. Like, rules are good. For ones, it bothers them when others miss deadlines, make excuses for sloppy work or not, handing it in the first place or submitting it. And ones always try their best. So ones don't like it when other people aren't trying their best and working towards excellence. For ones, it's all about clarity, about getting clarity. Why do you think ones ask so many questions? Ones are good question askers because they're trying to get clear on what the problem is, what the solution is, where are we headed? Is there a clear future? Right? Ones want clarity, and that if you know that, it'll help you to relate to them so much better in what they need. Ones need to be less serious in meetings, and I say use more emojis in emails and texts, right? Be sending more memes. Ones do small things like that to make the workplace less serious. And I know that you know when you're being serious, and it bugs you at times when you feel like you have to be the serious one. But just take small steps, right? Share some jokes, share a funny story in a staff meeting. Just do things that make yourself and others laugh at times. It's going to create a better atmosphere at work. For ones, it's hard to relax because they feel responsible to fix everything. This is one of the best things about ones, that they feel responsible. A lot of people don't feel any responsibility in their work, right? They're lazy, unproductive, but not ones. Ones feel responsible, not just for their job, but for everyone's job, for the whole of the organization, right? You don't have to hold their hand because they're going to run at things, even things that aren't on their responsibilities or checklist. They're going to run at those things. I love working with ones for that reason. But they're going to have to relax when they feel responsible for everything, to realize that there's other people in the workplace. They have responsibilities too. It's not the one's job to do everyone else's job. Ones are thoughtful, precise, logical, and methodical. Try that one again. Ones are thoughtful, precise, logical, and methodical. Right? They are highly organized in their heads and in their environment around them. That's why they are so good at bringing order to the chaos in the workplace. But ones, you need to remember that you're not perfect, and that others aren't perfect, that we are only human. In fact, we are perfectly human, as I like to say. All right, at the beginning I said I would share 3 things that you need to know about a type 1 team leader or boss, and here they are. 1, know their intentions are good. If you aren't a 1, you need to remember that the 1's concerns and suggestions are not always criticisms. Most of the time they're not, but they are caring gestures to help you improve as a person and in your job. And so don't rush to assume that their advice is criticism, but assume first that they are trying to help you, trying to love you. Second, they are their own worst critic. No one is harder on them than themselves. So seek to encourage them and try not to be another voice of criticism in their head. Rather, problem solve with them to find solutions. And thirdly, know they have a hard time delegating. Ones feel responsible for their job and everyone else's, remember? And so they think they can do it right and think they can do it better when they're not healthy. And so they oftentimes lead to burnout. So offer to take stuff off their plate, offer to help them see that their desire to do things right or perfect may actually slow things down. And just remind them, hey, you don't have to do it all. I'm here. I'm here to help. And remember that done is always better than perfect, and that being right sometimes always doesn't lead to effectiveness. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Tyler Zock, co-founder of One Hope Church, Enneagram coach, and author of the 40-Day Gospel for Enneagram Devotional series, and your personal guide through these videos to helping you transform your life, relationships, and workplace by giving you spot-on truths for your type. If you want to learn more, I've written a book, actually, for Type 1s. It's called The Gospel for Improvers, a 40-day devotional for Type 1s. It's filled with scripture, powerful truths for your type, plus 3 reflection questions and a daily prayer and action step. So make sure to check out that book in the link description below. And if you love the content today, make sure to hit the like button to tell YouTube to share this with more people. Now, don't leave, because you can binge watch my Type 1 videos right here, or check out this playlist with over 90 minutes of Enneagram teaching on all 9 types right here. And I'll see you in the next video.